Manor, located in Gainesville, Texas. We are investigating with ghost reapers. My name is Linda Anthony Hill, and my husband and I own Hill House Manor, which has been investigated since 2004 when we bought the property and found out that it was, in fact, haunted. We didn't buy it knowing it was haunted. We bought it as a rental property. It was a triplex, and 2 of the units were rented. And we thought that it would be perfect to keep those 2 parts of the house rented and to use the money that we made from those 2 parts to fix up the 3rd part. And then when we had that done, we would have a cash flow situation. But what happened was, after a couple of years, we discovered that we couldn't keep the place rented. The longest anyone would stay in the house was 6 months. We had people leave after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. The longest anyone stayed was 6 months. And so we decided that we would turn it into an office space for ourselves and a little residence, because the property was an hour to an hour and a half away from where we lived. And we had bought kind of a neighborhood when we bought the property. And we were having to come up on weekends to work on the other properties in the neighborhood. And so we were driving up and then driving back to our residence, and then driving back up the next morning and working all day and driving back home. And we found that it was easier to turn this property into a residence for ourselves and just come up for the weekend. And we got a lot more done that way. And then someone told us that the house was haunted, and that's why everybody left so soon. And we kind of, yeah, right, whatever. And then we had an experience or 2 of our own that led us to believe that, well, maybe it was haunted. And we ended up on my ghost story because of one of the incidents that happened to me in the shower in the downstairs bathroom. Yes, that's the one you'll be using this evening. And we've had quite a few more incidents since that. And some ghost hunters found out that we had this situation going on, and they asked if they could spend a night investigating, and we, said sure. And they told their friends, and their friends told other friends, and people started calling and asking if they could investigate. And we said, well, would you pay to stay? And we said, well, sure. Or they said, well, sure. And so we started charging to let people come and investigate, and it turned into what it is today, which we have people here, a few weekends a month, and it has helped to pay the taxes and the utilities, and to keep the place kept up. And it's worked out to be a pretty good deal. Ghost Reapers has stepped up and has been helping us with keeping the property maintained, and that is Kendall Kane. Kendall, can you get in front of the camera?
I
And
sure can. Let me see here.
you'll have to stoop down.
I'll be looking back here.
There, Kendall Kane, and Ann Merrill. Ann, can you wave?
Hey.
Yeah, there you are. There you are. They kind of run Ghost Reapers. That's the name, right? Ghost Reapers?
Ghost Reapers, that's right.
Yes. They maintain the property for us. Lisa is our resident psychic. Lisa, can you wave? There you go. And what we're going to do to start out the investigation this evening is we're going to do an EVP session, And do we have a copy of the 3 questions we're supposed to ask it's supposed to be at the top of the hour, but we're going to do it now. Natalie, do you have the questions?
Yes, ma'am, right here.
Very good. And who has the recorder?
I have that as well as it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
I did.
So are you going to ask
I
the,
know, but secretary part. I'm set up.
all our guests are here. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get it going.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the flashlight on just so that I can see what I'm reading.
Yes, we have a camera that sees in the dark, but we are all sitting in the dark and can't see in our nose in front of our face.
Time is 8:06.
What do we look like to you, spirits? How do you experience time? And how can we improve contact with you?
Go ahead and repeat those questions one more time.
Well, wait a minute. Now, did you give it a full 60 seconds? Did you count out 60 seconds?
Between
Somehow?
each question, no, I can this time if you'd like, I can re-ask.
We're supposed to give it 60 seconds between each questions. And I am personally would like to get Lisa's response if she picks up an answer to those questions.
What do we look like to you? You say like us. Energy, understand light energy, or dark energy. How do you experience time? Not the same. Our minute could be days for you.
So it's very different. entities. How can we improve contact with you?
Is that from hour 1 or hour 2? Okay.
Raise your vibration. For one, you have to raise your vibration to meet their vibration. Don't overthink it because we're used to speaking like this, with each other verbally. That's not how they're speaking. You have to listen.
Question?
Why don't we play that back
Let me see what we got in
Yeah.
and see what we got on the recorder? Do we want to turn on the overhead light?
No, man.
Investigations don't have to take place in the dark to be valid.
Not necessarily.
We can even turn on the air conditioning for a little bit.
JC on, maybe we'll push down for a little bit, we'll be able to hear the order. Actually, I'll get it. You want that one process,
yeah.
you know you're doing that one.
And you never know. You never know.
That's
all I'm saying, I'll never know.
So we're in the window room of Hill House Manor, which is upstairs, and some people call it the children's room. Somehow it's gotten the reputation of being where the children play. And it certainly is now because people keep bringing toys and leaving them in this room as trigger objects. And so we have children playing up here now, but the children play all over the house.
Yeah.
The children have been felt and heard on the staircases, in the kitchen, in the living room. They have been seen and heard all over the house. They do play with toys that are brought and left for them, and most of those end up here in the window room. And it's a sunny, bright room. It's got 15 windows. I think it was probably what they used to call a sleeping porch back before there was electricity and fans. People would all go out to the sleeping porch, which was nothing but screen windows. the whole room is nothing but screen windows. And so you get any kind of breeze you would get, you were going to get it on the screen porch. And so everybody would bring their pallets out and sleep in the sleeping porch. Anyway, it's been decorated now with a crib, and it's got a rocking horse, and it's decorated for children.
McDonald's.
Dolls, yeah, we have dolls everywhere.
Something happened to Raggedy Ann's leg, somebody ripped it off.
That's a new Raggedy Ann. That's a different Raggedy Ann. Where's the?
Then there's another Raggedy Ann in the apartment.
We keep getting new Raggedy Ann.
Yeah. And that one had both legs, and somebody ripped it off. Yeah, just came up with clean one day, one day.
Yeah, no. Well, you know what Raggedy Ann was?
Yeah.
Was an anti-vax doll.
Yes.
That's scary. Yeah, that was her sole purpose in being invented, was anti-vaccinations back in the,
Polio vaccine was created.
yeah, I think so.
In the early 1900s.
Yeah. That's what she was. Raggedy Ann and Andy. And the one showed up after an event. Somebody brought it with them and left it. And it's the one that looks like the original Annabelle from the movie.
Yes, I had one of those.
And I didn't know that when it was left here. But since then, there have been several dolls that have been left that maybe people left them because they thought they were haunted. Or maybe they left them because they were haunted. Things appear in this house after investigations that the people brought them here because they thought they'd be more comfortable here than at their house.
I don't want this staring at me anymore. I'm
going to leave it at Hill House. And we just go, okay.
Thanks.
We needed another thing
Yeah.
that was haunted.
Exactly. One more in here.
Yeah, sure.
You can have a haunted museum now.
Oh.
There'll end up being a haunted museum.
Way up.
Yeah, it really, yes. Paintings,
Yeah.
we end up with pictures that, I don't know who left it.
Yeah, he keeps looking at it.
Well, there was somebody else there, wasn't there?
Kendall was back there
Yeah,
listening.
Oh, okay.
Here's the train.
Ah, yes,
Train.
the train. Hill House Manor is about a block away. No, it's not even a block away from the train crossing.
It's right there.
Yeah, you can see it.
There's a street and then the track.
Right. And we get trains all night long. And it's become the thing, whoever hears it first yells train. Because everything, if you're doing EVP sessions, you want to know because it makes a rumbling noise that you could mistake for evidence. So you yell train, and then everybody knows they've got it on their recorder that it's a train. It's not anything else. Although we've also been told that the train stirs up energy,
Yes.
that the vibrations from the train travel through the ground about 1,000 feet. And we are less than 1,000 feet.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
From the
But not
train
only
track.
that, just the way that it's conducting that electric,
Right.
that extra electricity, you know, with the metal wheels and the metal track and all of that.
And the lime rock.
Yes, and then the lime rock, and then, you know, we've got the well, you know, it's got,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
it's a mess.
That's another thing. We'll
I
probably,
mean, you got everything working together.
Yeah.
we'll try to get that in tonight, the well room. We have a room downstairs that there's a well under the house that we have cut out the floor. You guys will get to see it, definitely. But we're going to try and squeeze it in the 1 hour that we have for the show. We cut out a square in the floor, and you can see down into a well that is a live well. We've drawn water from it. We have had it tested at a facility that, you know, that's what they do is test water. And they said, all you have to do is boil the water and it's potable. Right. That means it's live. That means the water is running. So that's pretty cool. And it's a very active area of the house. Some people say it's a portal. Hear anything?
No.
Nothing?
No. I've been listening with the headphones and I can't hear anything. I didn't hear anything at all. So,
Okay.
I mean, that's one thing about this. You just gotta keep on trying.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you might not get something this time around, but when you go into a different part of the house and you get something.
Well, they asked us specifically not to use a spirit box or any of that type of equipment on the first hour, but that we were free to use those kind of things on the second hour. So if you have that kind of
Which
equipment,
we do.
we can try that on the second hour.
I was playing with the dowsing rods downstairs, and I swear it was doing miracles. The dowsing rods. I was perfectly still, telling it awesome. Everything I said to do, it was doing it. I've never used them before.
Were you asking it questions?
No, I was just telling it to move on me. That's it.
Okay.
And
Well-
it was moving where I was saying moving, so I knew.
Well, the next step on that is to ask questions.
Right. I just was doing a, I mean, I've never used them before, so.
Yeah.
We can try again.
But I definitely felt different inside. Like, I really did.
Interesting.
And I've never.
You'll have to try, we'll have to try a session
Yeah,
and
for
let
sure.
you ask
I was
questions.
Not in that area where we first met. I just was not moving my hands. He was watching me, and I promise you.
Yeah, I totally believe
I
you.
wanted like a bunch of times so that I could make sure it was really doing it when I was telling it to.
Yeah,
It was. And I was just.
so that's the first
I
step.
felt this weirdness inside.
Okay, do we want to do more up here or do we want to move?
I just.
What happened?
Just a little thing on the air. Step right here like you just were. It's like when I just got done telling my story. It did.
Okay, well, you know what? Here's what we do.
And I felt this on my arm when I was downstairs the next thing. I thought it was a bug.
Here's what we do.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Since I just started, we're gonna do another EVP session real quick. And what was your name?
Christine.
Christine, okay. Christine. I want you to ask some questions. Okay. And I'm gonna set the recorder. Right here. I'm gonna set it right there. And once you ask, do you have a question that you would like to ask?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Like,
That clear that was moving the dowsing room.
That's good. That's one thing. Like saying.
All right.
Oh, I know, he's busy.
You're asking it, buddy.
Yeah. Was it you that was downstairs moving the dowsing rods?
Um,
Hold on. We had something.
If so, go ahead, touch that device. Touch it, make up the pretty lights and noise.
Are you with us in the house now?
Whispering.
Yeah, we don't
You
whisper
have to
during
tag yourself.
investigations.
Just speak in a normal tone.
Rule number 1.
Was somebody with me downstairs?
And go ahead, cut it. And real quick. So we're gonna all be quiet so we can actually try to listen to it.
Any questions you have? Yeah.
Say, I thought I heard something even over here.
Other potential ones.
When we have laptops, that we can clean up, and that's take some of the,
Yeah.
you know,
And we have our
background
background
noise. Sorry,
Some of the ambient sound.
right, yeah, some of the any background noises.
Yeah. That takes a long time.
That was somebody walk up, felt a moth.
Yeah, I was standing there whenever she said that. She said she thought it was like a bug.
It just
like
looked like
floating
this.
around her arm. Yeah, I know, dude.
Very, very faint.
And that was after we all had the conversation, don't make any sound.
Yes, so. Thank you.
Yeah.
You in here?
Absolutely.
There's somebody downstairs with her and the other. Yes.
Gotta get out.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna put it next to-
We also have a bunch of water in the refrigerator. A lot of water.
The guy that was hit on the red box.
Right on the back.
It's like right after you.
To put it on the computer and see if I can put it up.
It's a breathy, yes.
It's a very, yes. It's
I
a-
thought it was even as far as over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we dealt with.
Everybody's talking and you're not gonna hear it until you get the.
Yeah.
Well, they communicate on a different frequency and vibration levels, right? So they are gonna be a different frequency. so-
Yes, that'll be something that, Sarah can analyze real fast on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me do that real quick.
Do you have the software here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
We have several apps that you forgot.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you feeling drawn to a different location?
What's down there? What's downstairs?
Depends on which
Outside.
Oh, we have about.
Yeah, Lisa and I, and we've been having.
Well, I tell you what, can I just give them like a quick little tour of up here?
Yes, and where do you want to go next?
I would say, let's go downstairs.
Which one?
Let's go, let's do the well room.
Well
To
room?
start- to start with, yeah.
So why don't you go ahead, you take them through here,
Okay.
okay? We'll get everything set up with the
Gotcha.
equipment ready to go.
Okay.
And,
All right,
we're gonna grab a minute.
we're gonna move locations to the well room downstairs.
And, we'll go from there. How's
That's
that?
the quarter of it. That's number one.
Number two.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah. And, go ahead and.
It's how we'll go down.
Does this take a few minutes?
Your laptop's already set up at that.
I don't have it.
No, it went off.
I'll be down there. Yeah, we can get, we send together all this equipment.
We can do that.
Leave this open. All right, let's try to keep that camera focused on something because we're live still.
We are live.
Yeah, but it's not focused on anything. No, I got it. Like, we are moved. Do you want to go down this way to the well room? Okay, no, it's fine for me. It's straight down to the
Let's go.
well.
That's good.
This is the back staircase. Hill House has 2 staircases.
And it's like, just a little.
Oh, that's a new addition. Light came on.
And we have motion sensor lights,
You know what I'm
because there's a lot of shadow play up here.
Yeah.
Through these stairs. A few more steps, one more after that, and then finally the bottom. Okay. Yep. that's
I'm on the bottom.
You're now on the bottom. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's soft.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I can see again.
Okay. All right. So we're on to the well room.
Okay, they're asking where the laptop is.
Right here?
No, mine.
No, yours.
Oh,
It's in your case.
Yeah.
all right.
So this is a famous well room
I'll be right
that actually has a well inside of the house, which is pretty cool. Hopefully I can get a good view for you guys.
Where do you think I'll be able to plug this in?
I've got an extension someplace.
Yeah, get them set up where they can see, and then we'll worry about getting this plugged in.
Well, okay.
Where's the camera?
How's that?
Here, let me have the camera.
There's the
While
camera.
we're right here, let's see if we can get. All right, first let me see what's what.
There you go, upside down. Yellow, is this still sticker? That means it's top.
Okay, that's the top. Okay. If we can't get.
That's a good shot of the well.
Okay, that's the well under the house.
I will be right back.
Okay. We need to find a place to plug this in. This old house, we knew there was something under the house here. We thought it was an old cistern. Which, if you've never heard of a cistern looks like a well. It's a place that holds water when there's a flood so that it doesn't flood the house. The water goes into the cistern. It's dug deep like a well, but it holds water. But then it dries up. When you use up the water, it's gone. A well is dug so deep that you hit water and the water fills the well to a certain point, and then you have constant water unless the well dries up. So we thought this was a cistern when we were checking out the house underneath for the foundation. And that was the end of it. But then Roger Denton decided he wanted to check the foundation and check the measurements of the house. And he basically made us a blueprint of Hill House Manor. And when he did that, he decided to move the lid off the cistern and take a picture of the bottom of the well or the cistern. And when he did, it bounced back light up to the camera, which told him there was water in it. And there's no way there would be water in a cistern under the house. It just couldn't happen. It had to be a well. So we drew water out of it, and it turned out that it was a well, obviously, but we had the water checked by a laboratory, and they found that the water was potable. They said that they would boil it before using it, but that there was nothing dangerous in it. They also said that there was nothing to indicate that anyone had been drowned in it or shoved in it, after being killed or anything like that. It was just a well. And there had been a lot of rumors before that, once people found out it was a well, the rumors started coming up all over the place about, somebody's been, there's babies down there and there's, bodies down there. All kinds of stories started So I'm just moving the camera around a little bit so that you can see some of the different angles. See what can be seen. I'm going to move the camera back now because people are starting to show up for the EVP session down here. I suspect that will probably be in the EVP session down here when I'm going to get you upside down, no doubt. I am not the tech person. I'm just the owner of the house. Let's get this set up here. I think he was trying to do. No, it was over here. Oh, no, that's not very good. They're doing a tour of the rest of the upstairs of the house right now. And I sure thought they were coming in a minute ago. There you can see the box right here. This is the well. We have it encased in glass so that people can look at it without getting too close to it. Hate to leave you with dead air, but they should be coming down any second. Hill House Manor has been investigated for a lot of years now. We've had a lot of events. We've been doing the world's largest ghost hunt since 2016, which I think was the first world's largest ghost hunt. Now, we missed last year because of COVID, and we have a pretty small group this year because of COVID, but we have a good enough group. It's been pleasant so far, and we're running out of time if they want to do an EVP session down here.
So I'm gonna have to do, we're running out of time, so before we maybe do an EVP session.
If y'all want to get an, I've moved the camera so that it's,
Let's just step outside for a few minutes.
How's it look?
Okay, so where do you want these?
that's the best I could
I
get.
got the REM pod in the murder room. Did you want this just on the
In the
table?
murder room?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Kendall wanted me to put it in the murder room. I just put it
Okay.
right outside the door.
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
What do you want,
So-
Eddie?
I'm
The
gonna
what?
have
Put Eddie on in a doorway, but not that one, like off to the side.
Well, you can hear them. They're setting equipment up all over the
where do
place.
you want the, where do you want the phone? I'm gonna put the phone
Put
right here.
on that little table.
Yeah. Eddie, millimeter?
Millimeter.
Put it on
On the,
anywhere,
the
well,
well,
get it all over the place.
K2, I'm gonna put that, keep that on the table. Well, because you can just put it on there. I don't know.
This is how an investigation goes. It's hurry up and wait.
Yep. So
Hurry up,
we're gonna
move
do it
around,
together,
get
and
things
you
put
went in
together, and then sit and wait.
Yeah, she can be in here, or at least they can be in here.
Yes, I know some of them are getting refreshments and
Yeah, they
some drinks because they.
Oh, that's fine, man.
That's,
We gotta do whoever's here,
yeah.
so. you gotta record
We've
everything.
got the rest of the night. If they're here now, they're here, and if they're not, they're not.
All right, well, you know what? Let's go, right now.
That, we can turn that on.
Yep.
See,
So right there.
okay, K2's going off, so I'm gonna sit right here. If somebody wants me to sit down.
We've got about 10 minutes.
And
You can do an EVP session in 10
Yep,
minutes.
I sure can. Okay. I see.
Somebody was like, here, y'all can light it up for me again.
All right. Okay. Next EVP session. Here we go. You can see me? What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
In the well room.
We're next EVP session, well room. 8:46 at night. On the 25th of September. I have Linda, Ann, and Kendall. Hello. Is there anything that you would like to tell us today? We know that you know us and you've seen us so many times, but is there a message that you would like for us to know?
Door closing.
Got a lot of dust floating.
Tell us what you'd like to do here.
Have any of you seen my mom here in the last 5 years?
What are the other ways that you like to communicate? Are you able to demonstrate that to us?
Thoughts?
Just a little bit. If you want to communicate with this device right here, you can come forward. You can even have a seat.
Do you know who Linda is?
We've only got a few minutes left. Do you want to do a playback?
Here we go. Play back in. See what we got.
Virtually set up here. In here, it's. Very. This is the part that was never.
We're doing a playback.
Around in the center. Yeah.
Okay, who wants to do isolation? Okay.
Yeah, we love it. We love
You gotta go down in the well.
it.
Well,
We don't know how far it goes, but.
actually,
Did you measure it already?
Linda said 20 feet from the top to the
Okay.
water, and about 3 or 4 more from the water line to the bottom.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was paying attention last week.
25 feet.
Or- we're still on, right?
Yes.
Okay. See. Well, we have,
Is this room connected to anybody, like outside the room or something?
that goes to the back staircase.
Okay, because when we first walked in here, I could have sworn I heard like a kid
Yeah, you
or
probably
whispering.
did.
Yeah, you probably did.
You probably did.
It just sounded like a little kid.
Yeah, you
I
probably
didn't
did.
really understand the word, I just heard whispering.
Yeah.
That's not unusual around here.
Well, I did hear humming, in that area.
You're subject to hear a piano back there
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
being played.
It sounded like whistling, it's like right around.
Yeah. Natalie, write that down.
Linda, who was the, remember who was the guy?
Mike.
Mike.
Mike Moore.
Yes. I loved his, what you call
I don't know.
it, his spirit box thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
It did make my head.
Yeah, he,
What's he doing?
running for judge of, I forget which county.
We got so much off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he comes up with his own. He's like Jeremy Jones. He comes up with his own equipment. Yeah. Yeah.
But, I just remember, they would ask me the question, and I would whisper it, write it down, and then they would ask that, and it came through, and it was just bam, 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 everything was spot on.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, that is so amazing, because it was such great validation for me
Yeah.
as well,
Oh, yeah.
so. I told him, I said, I need one of those.
He probably let it go now.